WBO welterweight champion Terrence Crawford will put his title on line against undefeated challenger Edges Kavaliauskas. Now, Terrence Crawford's promoter Bob Arum said he was close to sealing a deal with Errol Spence before he got in a car accident. Crawford is hoping and crossing his fingers that he get a bout with Errol Spence or with Manny Pacquiao before the year 2020 is up. According to Terrence Crawford, he said it numerous times, he claims he's the best in the division and he would fight anybody. He's willing to prove it. And he's called anybody and everybody out in the division who wants that smoke. But Terrence Crawford said he's really focused on Edges Kavaliauskas. And I hope that's right, because I know he wants all these big fights in the welterweight division and he's not getting them. But he cannot take his eye off Kavaliauskas, who's undefeated, two-time Olympian, had 400 amateur fights. And Edges Kavaliauskas is coming in to win. He's a big underdog in this fight, but he will be fighting the fight of his life. And I'm sure he's in training camp and he's working really hard. And this is how upsets happen, when guys lose focus on a task in hand and getting frustrated because they're not getting the fights they deserve. Bob Arum spoke out about Terrence Crawford's future opponents, and he says more future opponents than what you think. We all know Terrence Crawford was frozen out of the PBC. Shout out to IBFP, because he was talking about this earlier. For the time being, the only fighter in the PBC welterweight division that Bob Arum is interested in is Sean Porter. Maybe down the line, he will pick Errol Spence, but right now it's Sean Porter. One of the potential opponents is Jose Ramirez, the unified champion at junior welterweight. Stands about 5'10", 5'10 and a half, 72-inch reach. He's 27 years old, holds the WBO and WBC junior welterweight championships, 25-0 with 17 knockouts. Who is a pressure fighter and also a good puncher. Ramirez said after he's done fighting Victor Postol, he wants either Josh Taylor or Terrence Crawford next. Jose Ramirez is a huge junior welterweight. He's going to be a huge welterweight. At his frame 5'10 and a half, he should have no problem fitting in the welterweight division nicely. Jose Ramirez, also in his prime at 27 years old, would be a great opponent for Terrence Crawford. That'd be a great fight to see. Bob Arum also said he talked to Josh Taylor's people, who's also a unified champion at junior welterweight. He currently owns or holds the IBF and WBA championship belts. He stands at 5'10", 16-0 with 12 knockouts. Like I said before, he's a southpaw. His reach is 69 and a half. Josh Taylor's coming off a big victory over Regis Prograis, which he unified his titles. Now, Josh Taylor could be another potential great opponent for Terrence Crawford. Even though I would favor Terrence Crawford in all those fights, even Regis Prograis, I would favor Terrence Crawford in all those fights. But Prograis, Taylor, Ramirez would present a challenge for Terrence Crawford. With Spence, Porter, and Garcia not available right now, these are your best options. And from where I'm standing, this is not a bad plan B. Leave your thoughts and comments below. Jay Beasley, subscribe to the channel. I'm gone.